Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? Guys, we may have a trade right off the bat here. We got a nice downtrend. We're just looking for a lower high, and we might get it. Because, of course, I don't have any of my trade copiers set up right now, unfortunately. Trying to get all that squared away. Might be jumping into something right here. Man, oh man. But yeah, this looks good. We have a nice downtrend, 2 legs back. Everything you'd want to see. Just need a nice lower high, really. Good morning, Paul. Hey, Squid. Mike. Good morning. Yeah, close to the open doesn't really matter as long as it's a good setup. If there's like no direction close to the open, I think that's kind of sketch, but this is really solid. We got a really good looking downtrend. So I don't mind taking the setup even close to the open. Morning, Jonathan. Hey, Angie. NQ's got the same setup working right now. We're not really close to the EMA though, so it's looking much better on ES. Depends on how this bar finishes though. Not really seeing much momentum. Yeah, that's not the bar you'd look for. I'll wait for one more lower high. Still might have a chance. We have what do we got? 2 minutes to the open, 2.5 minutes to the open. Looking most likely for this downtrend to continue. All right, so just need this bar to be a nice lower high. This could tick higher, that would be great, and then turn back down. Has not ticked higher yet, unfortunately. Okay, there's our tick higher, so let's see if this can reverse sharply and end in a bearish bar. Good morning, Neil. Hey, Bill. All right, kind of a strong bar, which does make sense because the Nasdaq is just now getting to the EMA. It wasn't even close to it before, so it makes sense they would need to go a little bit higher there. Was hoping for a nice bearish bar on ES. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it, and we got the open here in about 30 seconds, so probably not gonna get a trade anymore. What I'd be looking for now is the open to happen, push down, and then like a break and retest of the moving average, something along those lines. Okay, let's see what happens here. Nasdaq popping up quite a bit. We would also need the same deal, break and retest of the EMA on the way down. Getting another push higher here. All right, so now we have that push below the EMA. We'd be waiting for the lower high if it forms. Nasdaq had another new high though. S&P pushing down, but the Nasdaq remaining strong here. We're seeing the result of that on the S&P. Tried to push down, but yeah, looks like tech is strong today. I'd still take a lower high on ES if we can get it. And the ATR is pretty elevated once again. About 6.5 there on the ES. Okay, so we need that lower high now. We've had our move below the moving average, coming back up. If we could get one bar that looks like this, lower high, I'd be taking that. Right now, the Nasdaq is looking pretty strong. If the Nasdaq drops, this whole thing is going to go down, tumbling. We are unfortunately not back at the EMA here for that lower high. Nasdaq finally showing signs that it might be wanting to head down. First real move below the EMA here. So I'd consider a lower high on NQ. Come on, baby. Give us that lower high. Meanwhile, ES making its way towards a new low. Never really got the setup. I'm going to reload my chart, though. I just realized I haven't done that this morning. All right, there's a new low on ES and a new low on Nasdaq. Quite the quick move down here. But now these downtrends have officially played out. Move down, break of the channel, new low. This is where we need to pause shorts. We are more likely to bounce here than we are to continue, and you can see that bounce coming in right now. Same on ES. Move down, break of the channel, new low. That is where we pause shorts and expect to bounce, and we're starting to get it. Price action works, guys, I'm telling you. You start keep track of this stuff, you are going to be surprised at how many moves you are ready for. Not much will catch you off guard. Morning, Tom. So now we just need to be monitoring the next move. Since we would be expecting a bounce here, we want to see how big that bounce is, how long it lasts. And if it doesn't really go anywhere, we're going to start to be looking on the short side as our bias for the day. Along those lines, let's make sure we have our key levels marked out. It looks like we were actually right at one. This is the low from Thursday. Yeah, look at that. We're right at it. See if there's any other levels down here. This would be the next one. Another unbroken low. And there's several more levels down there, but let's see about these two first. And then we would have the gap above us. Let's mark that out. Cool. So gap above us, unbroken low below us. Downtrend is played out, and we are awaiting a bullish correction. Give this stream a like this morning, guys. Smash that like button if you will. I know it's Monday. I know it's early, but would certainly appreciate it. Let's check our key levels on NQ too. Looks like we're also right at that Thursday low. And we got this unbroken low below us, so same kind of deal. About the same distance too. Let's mark that gap. And those will be the first key levels that we're looking at today. S&P not really bouncing here just yet. Gold has been in a nice uptrend. If you're looking for another instrument to trade, I'd be looking for a long there right now. Market looking a little bit weak here. The bulls could not really get anything going. But we still don't have an active downtrend that we can use to structure a trade, so we still have to be patient here. And Q starting to show signs of weakness too. Interesting after this morning's strength. Their attempt lower here. And if we do push lower, there may be an opportunity for some sort of secondary channel. I don't know. We're going to have to get creative. It doesn't fit very well. ES threatening a new low here. All right, there's a new low on the S&P. Still too early to make a wider trend though, guys. We got to be patient. This still could just be the end of this downtrend, right? Move down, break, couple legs to a new low. We still could get that bounce in here. And Q looks pretty primed to bounce with that bullish bar there. Javi asking my trading gold. I got it. Like I said, I got it pulled up. I'd be looking for a long there. Hasn't set up yet though. We're getting a little volatility. Green bar coming in. We don't really have any news today. Or any economic releases, I should say. I believe Trump is speaking at some point, though. I'm trying to look that up. If anyone has any info on that possibility, that would be awesome. Still forming our base here. Got to be patient here until a trend forms. Right now we just have a downtrend that's played out and we're just kind of chopping sideways. Getting another push down on the S&P and Nasdaq. Another rejection at the moving average. S&P especially. This feels like it's going to get a little flush, even if we do end up going up. There's a new low on ES. NQ holding up a little bit better. ATR's come back into normal territory. We got basically 5 on ES, 28 on NQ. Very normal range. So again, if this does keep going down, we will likely be looking for some sort of secondary channel, maybe something like this. Still too early for that. NQ very much, actually it does kind of look better there. We might be able to look at something like this. I don't know. Still waiting. I have a feeling this may be a bear trap. If we keep going to the downside, the next level of interest is quite a ways away. So we have plenty of room to work our way down, like 85 points until that next key level. In NQ, we're actually quite a bit closer to that next key level. Only 120 points, which is not too much really on NQ. All right, that secondary channel is looking good on NQ, so we'll play that for now. Look for a pullback to get another entry for a short. ES looks like it has a similar secondary channel. We will play that. Look for another pullback for a short. Possible little overshoot there on NQ. But that's pretty hard to tell with these secondary channels. So many different possible angles. Same on ES, but I could easily adjust this angle here. That looks actually much better. Still waiting on the pullback, and we're still looking to short. NQ is getting really close to our key level. I'd like to see a short setup before then. Very clean move on ES. We could just get that pullback now. That would be excellent. And we could try to make a play for a new low and maybe even down to that key level. Come on, baby. Let's get a pullback already. And of course, on this pullback, we just want to make sure that it's not too steep, right? You don't want to see all of a sudden the buyers just launch this thing straight up and then we, bust past the EMA. We want to see a nice gradual pullback, some good rejection here, and just another test. So kind of right in the bottom of this channel so far. Haven't really got our pullback yet. NQ still also riding the bottom of this trend, getting very close to that key level. Market is refusing to pull back right now. Ay, 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 man, oh man. Market just refusing to pull back. Leaking lower. Hey, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man. You too. It's dribbling lower. Yeah, looks like gold's still going up. Never got a setup there. I'm going to take a look at crude oil. All right, now it finally looks like we may, knock on wood, pull back. Consolidation here at the low. Still waiting to go back and test the EMA. Still chopping sideways, man. We haven't got out of this little consolidation. Come on, market. Someone poke it with a stick. Well, I hope it goes without saying, guys, but definitely don't want to trade. This is not a good zone to take a trade in. We're for sure short bias. Definitely want to bet that the market will keep going lower, but right now we're at the bottom of a trend and we're just consolidating. It's like a rubber band being pulled back or a spring being coiled, and you don't want to bet that, like, even if it does go lower, you don't want to bet that that's going to happen right now, because you could very easily get a really big move up, and then the door gets slammed. So stay patient here, don't jump into anything. We'll get our chance, just not yet. All right, NQ is now at that unbroken low level from last week. See if it can get below and hold below. ES still has quite a ways to go before it gets to a key level. Trend's still valid, and we are still just waiting on a pullback so we can try to get short. Still looking for the same thing, guys. And actually, it would really set up nicely now. If we got back to the EMA, that would be like basically a break and retest of this little congestion. But this is turning into a runaway trend, man. This thing just keeps leaking. NQ bouncing off that key level. ES pulling back. I'm just going to make sure on the S&P that this isn't a key level. Didn't have anything earlier. Now we just have this overnight low. Yeah, not really seeing anything else. The ATR is really reasonable today too, so we're not going to be risking an insane amount every trade. Gotta like that. Market's starting to pull back again. Jeez Louise, man. This market is being stubborn right now. It just does not want to pull back. Looks like we're having another congestion, much like previously. This may be the pattern for today. Drop, congest, drop, congest. Would not be favorable. Do not like that. Very hard to trade that pattern. May consider a failed breakout of this congestion. If the market attempts to go higher here and then all of a sudden it's met with a bearish bar, I may consider shorting that. Oh man, is this just gonna drop again? My goodness. Oh, jeez, market, don't do that to us. Nice, Neil. Sounds like a good plan, my friend. Yeah, enjoy that time with the family. See you over in Discord, man. Still staying in this congestion area. Nasdaq is right on its key level, so this does have a pretty solid chance of bouncing. For that reason, I'd rather have a short on ES. Okay, so here we go. Attempting to break out of the range. I would consider a failed breakout if we can get it. Let's watch and see how this next bar forms. Ay, ay, ay. Didn't even get that failed breakout bar. Two times in a row so far that we just get chop, drop, chop, drop. There is really no way to trade that. Or at least, I mean, obviously there's a way to trade it. There's no way to trade it in a way that is consistent that will actually make you money long term. So, all right, well, we're going to have to wait for another pullback here, guys. So yeah, it may be a while. Be patient. Obviously, we want a short, okay? We obviously have a downtrend. We're not trying to go long. We're not trying to pick a bottom. So wait for a clean pullback. Javi says, what kind of traders actually trade the chop anyway? Inconsistent ones. Unprofitable ones, my friend. All right, well, I think that's going to do it this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's wait for a clean pattern. Should get it today. With this movement, like, things are looking good. Prices are moving in a way that is normal. At least we're outside of the volatility that we've experienced. Just need to wait for our setup. So the EMA is getting a lot closer. This will look a lot better if we can come down again and get a pullback like that. But yeah, that's what we'll be looking for. Stay short today. Don't try to pick a bottom, and just be patient. Don't think just because it's chopping around it's going to drop again. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for hanging out with me this morning, guys. Looking forward to a great week this week. Hope it's a good day of trading for you. See you in the Discord. Peace out.